I'm just basking in the new moon energy here. And I'm curious who else right now is feeling what I'm feeling? Who else is feeling like there's a lot of clarity coming in, and a lot of that coming in by way of moving through challenges and pain and what maybe in the past could have been considered painful. We're being ripped open right now to really face why we're here and what we're doing, what was our intention all along, and what is it going to be now, and how are we going to dedicate ourselves to reprioritizing our lives in a very physical and real way to align with what we know our purest and truest intention to be. Are we ready to once and for all make that the goal, the thing? Are we ready to go and get it? And what is your intention? What are you after? What are you going to get? Because for me, it's agape. It's pure love, pure love, pure love. Knowing once and for all that I am that I am. You are that too. We one unit. And that's what I'm after. And yes, you may have heard this. You may have told yourself this, maybe even over and over. But now we're on the other side as a collective. As a collective, enough of us have cultivated this feeling, at least within ourselves on an inner dimension, and now we are manifesting that, and we are here to do the work. We have to do the work. We have to be the magician and be the bridge to make manifest what is unseen, but very, very real, which is the love that is wanting to come out of us and be expressed so that we can make more of it, give and receive more of it. I'm really curious who else is feeling that pure love, that agape. Agape means unconditional love. It's beyond romance. It's beyond any individual expression of love. It's the love for all of life, for the one. It's the love for the one. Pure unconditional love. We need to remember that's why we're here. To never forget that. Never to forget that in relationship, or when you're moving throughout your everyday life, at your job, school, while you're driving. Every moment precious, every moment sacred. You are the one you've been waiting for, and that is very clear now. You are here to carry out your mission, and the faces may change around you. Of course they're going to change. The setting will change in all kinds of ways. All of the details of the physical setting will change. But all we need to be focused on is our roots. Our root, which is connected to us, like more roots, right? We all go back to that one root, and then it connects to us, and then we have multiple roots. We need to be aware of that, because that's the source. That's where we're moving from the inside out. And so long as we have a grip on that inner world, things get a lot simpler, a lot more clear, a lot more organized. When we live the other way around, from the outside in, and begin to become entangled in the materializations of our physical reality, that is when we get trapped and very confused, and we feel lost and hopeless. But when we remember that the only thing we have control of is our response to our environment, then we can relax and kind of let go of the physical details as much, and remember where they're all beginning, which is within. And we know that we can rest every moment knowing that Creator is the only one who has things under control, who controls the thing, all things. And there's such a perfect design, our divine design of perfection. And the knowledge of this allows us the opportunity to fully relax into that and release control that we have over anything, anyone, any attachment, and to let it all go. We're all holding on to things, something, multiple things, many things. Maybe you don't have anything physical, but you have something you're attached to, an idea, a concept, a belief, whatever. The ironic thing is, anything we're holding on to wants to be let go of. It wants to be given up. We don't need to try so hard to move through life. We don't need to try so hard. It should be effortless. There's a field which moves through us. We move through and upon this field. Everything is already flowing to where it needs to go in each moment, and we're just along for the ride. The more we relax into it, the more we allow it, the more we become one with it, and the more we manifest a life that we want with ease. And the other thing is, we can do this, we can manifest anything we want, but we are only the individual selves that are part of a larger self. So the more we work together with each other, all of the bodies, all of the creatures, the more we work together, the greater the results. But also, even bigger than that, we all connect in another layer, in a spiritual realm. And so we need to all be aligned with that intention. Because the more we work separately, the more chaos we will continue to create, which is fine. It's fine. We'll learn until we get it. But why not be more efficient about it? Why not just accept who we are and why we're here, our true nature? The intentions of our personal selves must align with the greater intention of the highest self of which we're all a part. This is how we'll achieve our greatest power. It's like, this is the funny thing, you guys. Like, we can do so much on our own, but we can only do so much on our own. When we tap into that greater power, a great force, not just your ancestors, not just my ancestors, but all of our ancestors connect, and we activate this unity vibration that zoop, just like reaches all the way to the root, the one root that connects us all. We cannot access this power unless we come together. We cannot do it individually. If our will is to do good just for our individual self, then we will only get so far. This is just the way that we are designed. This is the way that nature is designed, that when we do good, it is supported. It's very simple. It's not some airy-fairy kind of a concept. It's actually very real, very scientific. The more we work together, the more goodness we can manifest. And the more we align our will with that of the Most High, the greater the force that will back us up and make it manifest quicker, better than we could ever imagine, in form of miracles. So, these are all things right now that we are integrating. This is all the information that we're integrating. And there is the eclipse upon us again tomorrow, new moon, solar eclipse. There will be another eclipse at the end of the month. We're coming up to the second eclipse, the full moon, during the full moon. So there's a lot of powerful energy right now, and just remember the key phrase is that your pain is your power. The more passion we feel behind whatever it is we're thinking or intending, the more power that creation has. And pain is a very powerful emotion to feel. And so we're learning a lot of lessons around pain right now, and what that is, how to move through it, and maybe even how to transcend it. And the more we transcend it, then we're going to step into another phase of evolution with that. What do you think happens once this is just one level, you guys, we keep leveling up. So if we master this lesson of our pain is our power, and we just continue to rise above and transmute and really embody our belief of this agape, unconditional love, the more we put it to practice with authenticity. You can't fake it. You can't lie to yourself. So the more you actually embody it and practice it, the greater the gift. Then you'll get to the next level. Where do you think that's going to go? We're going to start to really unlock some superpowers here with this gift of the heart. It's a superpower. The heart's a superpower. What is that going to look like when we evolve, when we all really begin to access that opportunity to embody our truth as who we are as unconditional, loving beings? If we act from this place more and more, no matter what we're facing, in the face of sometimes very dark things, then the miracles are just great that follow. But the key is in doing it in the moment, authentically. We have to really connect to that agape in the moment of pain. It's a very magical thing. And these are the moments that we live for. Those are the moments that hold the keys to our greatest, most graceful, and efficient evolution, transformation. Is to be that. That is the goal. Don't forget why we're here. It's so much bigger than our boyfriend or our girlfriend, or even the love for our children is so huge, yes, but even we are on a mission with our children. Our children are on this mission too. It's even bigger than that. It's the love that unites all of us. It's the love back of all things, the love that makes us up. And so eventually, when we master this pain lesson, this pain body lesson, we're going to transmute and alchemize, and there's going to be a new level to our reality where we are no longer needing to experience the pain to achieve such goals. We will be able to use our emotions in a way that is constructive, make the right decisions, and then afterward, when we master this level, be able to look back, hindsight is 20/20, look back and dissect it from a logical perspective and begin to take out those pearls of wisdom and reenact them without having to go through the actual pain. So we will be able to say, you know what, instead of waiting around for a crisis to happen because suffering leads to our transformation, which yes, for now it does, but we're getting the thing. That's the lesson. We're not going to have to do this forever, you know what I'm saying? We're suffering to get the lessons, to then reenact this process without the crisis, okay? So we're paying attention to the science of our minds. What are we doing in the old paradigm? We're waiting for suffering to happen. Okay, through suffering I rise. Through suffering I will heal. Why is that? Because we believe that there's no other way to possibly transform that greatly. Like, miracles can only come from suffering. Well, why is that? So we can't manifest a reality. We can't manifest something unless we can perceive it. You can't receive it until you can perceive it. When you see it and you believe it, then you can receive it. This is gnosis. So when you experience something, it becomes more real. But if you haven't had the experience yet, you're asking yourself, how can I manifest it if I don't even know what that feels like? So then people think, well, this is it. This is my reality. This is my up limit. This is the best I can do. And they're not thinking beyond what is in front of them. But really what's in front of us is an illusion. It's already the past. It's a manifestation of something we already thought. So why should we base our core truths even and our entire belief system on on something that's going to fade away, something that we already thought and is here? Why don't we close our eyes and think of the next thing? Right? So although no, we can't receive something unless we can perceive it. If we see it, only if we see it, we can get it. Well, then good, because we can remember in all moments that we are creators. We can snap into our awareness and remember, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm a creator. So now that I know that I can only manifest something when I see it, I'm going to practice seeing it and maintaining the frequency of what it is I'm wanting to attract, because I can do that. I'm a divine being. Sometimes we just forget. We've been forgetting for a very long time. We don't need to forget anymore. So rather than waiting around for crisis, believing it's the only way to achieve such miracles, to be romanced by the universe in this way, we can just ask for it. Just ask for the miracles. Just ask for the thing. Hold the frequency. Instead of waiting around, using all of your time anticipating even the suffering, which creates suffering while you wait for suffering. Why not just hold a meditation? Maintain the play a game with yourself. Maintain the vibration of the thing that you want. Even if you at first believe that would never happen, doesn't it feel better to hold that image than wait for some crisis, wait for some horrible thing to happen? I don't want to wait around for some horrible thing to happen. I'd much rather be just faking it till I make it, or just holding a picture in my mind of the good thing. But by way of natural law, it's bound to happen. You will manifest the thing. So we don't need to wait for crisis. And you know what? If it continues to come, then it will, and it will be organic. We certainly don't need to wait around in anticipation of it. We should be replacing those thoughts. But for now, we are learning the lessons of pain, and we'll get there to that next stage of evolution. I believe that's what these eclipses are calling in, because I sat down here in the middle of the floor and immediately began receiving all of this like a wave washing over me, and I just wanted to turn this on so that we can be together and pull in more and pull it in a way that is for our highest good. More of you, more of us, means more reflections together, asking for what is for our highest good. There's so much more. My phone is going to die, so I just want to make sure that I can share this so that as many people as possible can receive the transmission. And I thank you guys for being with me here in the middle of the floor. And thank you for doing the work. Thank you. I know you got this. Whatever challenge you're going through, whatever struggle, it is really a gift. The more painful, the greater the gift. Know that we are transcending this soon, and the greater you pass these little challenges, the greater you're going to pass the big challenge very soon. But these are just little battles, but the war will be over soon, okay? Stick with these last ones. Really shine your love so strongly through these final experiences that you're going through of pain. It's not going to last forever. Trust me. I know. The more painful, the greater the gift. You got to see right through that. You got to see right through that. You have to remember that you asked for this. We asked for this. Remember. I need you. We need you. We all need each other to really just be that love. Do not take things personally. Do not do your best. Okay? Yes, the 4 agreements. Yeah, they're very real. I didn't even read the book. Because they're real. I mean, consider it. Don't take things personally. Do your best. Don't make assumptions. You know, be impeccable with your word. Align your words with your actions. Of course, these are divine principles. You can understand the metaphysical power that lies behind there just by considering them. We have to do these things. It's time to embody our virtues and walk it. There's a much bigger picture playing out, and we need to all hold hands in remembrance of that. For real. There's no other way. Any little experiences you're going through right now that, you know, like with your personal life that has nothing to do with the collective, I'm saying your immediate reality. By little, I mean this, you know, your sphere, okay? Whatever you're going through, know that there is something so much bigger happening. And it will make it a lot easier. Pass your test. You got this. You're passing it. I know it. We're all passing. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.